This is Jacqueline Price, aka Rich Sister, and I welcome you to another edition of Thoughts for Vision, inspirational topics to help get you through life. I thank God for this opportunity, and I thank all of you out there tuning in today, whether you're watching live now from Facebook, or you're in the replay, or you may be watching from YouTube. Thank you, whatever means you're watching, however means, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you need more info about me, about Thoughts for Vision, there's one place and one place only for you to go to, and that's what I like to call my one-stop shop. Check out my website, www.jackieap.com. Need info about the Thoughts for Vision blog and radio show, social network pages, want to donate to Thoughts for Vision, just any, if you need any info about me, my headshot, resumes, bios from my LinkedIn page, that is the place to go. My one-stop shop. Check out my website, www.jackieap.com. Check it out. Welcome you all here today. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Now, before I start on today's topic, got a couple of announcements to make. I want to make the announcements first, okay, before I start on the topic, okay? First of all, I just want to definitely say again, congrats to the one, the only Cassandra Calloway, illustrious host and executive producer of the Callywood Media Network and the Cassandra Calloway Show. Was great hanging out with her this past Sunday at the 9th Annual Diamond Rose Awards, where she was honored as one of the 2018 Lady in Red honorees with the Radio Personality / Red Carpet Host Award. So excited for her to have that honor, and it was just great being with her. Had the opportunity to host the red carpet for her, as well as tape the award show. Definitely you can check out our interview from her YouTube page, as well as either one of our Facebook pages. The interview that we did together on the red carpet, you can check it out, okay? Welcome you to go to her Facebook page or my Facebook page, or go to her YouTube page and check out the wonderful interview that we had the opportunity to do on the red carpet. And that was my first time hosting a red carpet, and it's not an easy job. It's just a lot to go with it, but it was all good. It was all good. So appreciate her for the opportunity to stand in her stead, because I don't know of anyone better. I don't know anyone that does red carpet hosting like Cassandra Calloway. She is like no other. She is, as I said on the video, red carpet host extraordinaire, and she is excellent at what she does. She's paid her dues, and for her to have this wonderful honor was great, and I was so glad to be a part of it. So like I said, if you want to check out the video of us on the red carpet, definitely go to her Facebook page or my Facebook page below, or go to her YouTube page, okay? And definitely anything that you need to know about Cassandra Calloway, any information to keep up with her, what she does next on the red carpet, keep up with the Cassandra Calloway show, or definitely, as we talked about in on the interview, she is a wonderful artist. Okay, she has many pieces of her artwork available. Okay, so like I said, any info you need to know about Cassandra Calloway, here is her website, www.callywoodmedia.com. Any info that you need to know about Cassandra Calloway, all of the links to her social medias are there. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all there for you to check out. That's her website. If you need any info about Cassandra Calloway, you'd like to use her for a red carpet event, you want to purchase some of her art or whatever have you, check out the radio show, the Cassandra Calloway Show, wherever she is at, or if you need her to be anywhere, that is the website in which to check her out, okay? And it leads to all of her social media pages, okay? So once again, for more info about Cassandra Calloway, that's her website, www.callywoodmedia.com. Once again, www.callywoodmedia.com. So there's the info. Check her out if you're ever in need of her services, okay? And I have one more announcement to make. And I'm happy to say a big thank you to my good friend Cordell Lawson for this opportunity. We know each other from church, and of course we participated before because we have drama ministries at our church, and we participated on that front as well. But shout out to my good friend Cordell Lawson for this opportunity, letting you all know that on February the 23rd, I will be participating in a Black History Assembly that's going to take place. This is the name of the high school, Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance. I'm going to be participating as part of their Black History Assembly. And that is coming up. That will be next Friday. That'll be next Friday, February the 23rd. And I want to read a little bit. Well, we'll read the whole mission statement. Okay. All right, come on. I want to read the mission statement and I see Miss Beautiful Butterfly, Bianca Fly, checking into the show. Hi, BB. Thank you so very much for checking out the show today. But I'm going to read you a little bit about the Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance, so you can get an idea who they are. And I'm going to read their whole mission statement. Inner City Outreach is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that operates Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance, a Los Angeles-based public charter high school with a focus on closing the financial literacy gap within the minority community. Executive Prep Academy's mission is to provide a high-quality and extensive college preparatory educational experience to youth that results in our students succeeding in college and ultimately in their professional careers. Executive Preparatory Academy is a response to the increasing high school dropout rates and the declining college matriculation rate of Los Angeles inner city youth. While many of our students live in low socioeconomic communities and have math and English skills that are below grade level, we are continuously committed to preparing all of our students for college and careers. Executive Prep educates students on the importance of proper money management, wealth building, and investing to ensure a successful life. Not only will this benefit the students, it benefits their families and communities, thus terminating the generational cycle of poverty. So that's a little bit about the Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance. And once again, I will be there participating in their Black History Assembly. And once again, shout out to Cordell Lawson for coming to me with that opportunity, asking me to be a participant, and I'm looking forward to it. That's going to take place next Friday, February the 23rd. Now, it's not something you can come to because it's a school assembly, but definitely I wanted to just shout them out. And this school is located in Gardena, California. Once again, Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance. And I'm going to post their website if you want any kind of info. You may have a child that you want to eventually look into attending there. So I'm going to post the website to the school. You may want to check it out and read a little bit about the school for yourself. And the website, www.executiveprep.org. Once again, for more info about the Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance, that's their website, www.executiveprep.org. Because you may want to know more about the school for your child to attend one day and find out a little bit about what they offer. But like I said, I will be there next Friday, February the 23rd, participating in their Black History Assembly. So I look forward to that. Hopefully, if they maybe record it themselves, or maybe I can personally videotape myself with what I'm going to be doing, but we'll see how that works out. Hopefully I can get it to you and show it at a later date. But if not, just definitely just wanted to tell y'all about it. Excited about the opportunity. Once again, thank my friend Cordell for thinking about me in that way and wanting me to come and do something for the kids, because it's all about giving back. I mean, we all had our season where we were in school and somebody sowed into us, right? Well, there comes a time where we got to reach back and sow into someone back. So to have any opportunity to do that is it's wonderful. And kids just so need all of the encouragement that they can possibly get. Just certain things that kids should not be dealing with, such as what happened at the school out in Florida yesterday. And definitely prayers going out to the students, staff, and families affected by the shooting that took place yesterday at the school out in Florida. Prayers going out to everybody involved. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's not what should be taking place at our schools. That just should not. Schools should be a safe place. Or just simple. Schools need to go back to being a safe place where our kids can learn and be educated and feel safe. They shouldn't be having to deal with shootings and a whole lot more. Schools should be a healthy, safe environment. And we just need to get back to that. And I thank God for schools such as Executive Prep that believes in that and that offers that. because we just got to get back to making sure that our kids feel safe and secure. Okay? But definitely look forward to the event coming up. Like I said, taking place this next Friday, February the 23rd, Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance. Looking forward to it, and hopefully it'll be something that'll be recorded. If they don't record it, maybe can video it of my own if possible, and hopefully maybe I can show it to you at a later date. Okay, so just prayers for that great event. That it's their Black History Assembly. I think we all can remember that when we were in school. I mean, me personally, I always liked attending the assemblies at school. I mean, that's the opportunity to just see some great stuff and have some guests come in, like I said, that took time to sow into us and encourage us to have a good life. So just to have any kind of opportunity for me to do the same for some impressionable young men and women who are just trying to get started and get the push to learn about life and to accomplish their goals. Whatever part that I can play in that, I'm more than humbled by it. Because see, somebody did it for me, and now this is my time to do it for someone else. So once again, big thanks to my friend Cordell for the opportunity. And I look forward to it. Now, with all that, now we are about to get into today's topic. Look, I was, the article was, they started talking about this article last week. In fact, it's dated. The date of the article is February the 7th, and of course, it's been the buzz ever since the article took place. And I have it here before me because I'm just gonna, because you know how what they do with a story like this or stuff like this, they take the parts out that they want to talk about and ooh and ah and all that and make the big deal about the parts of the story that they want to. But I'm just going to take the time to read this whole interview on air. Some that a lot of the news outlets will not take the time to do. And let's face it, we can be guilty. In fact, see, I had to check myself because I was about to take this a whole nother route. But I was like, well, now you look at this and really read this fool. Because see, we can be guilty. We can be guilty about taking little parts of the interview and not that I don't agree with what a lot has been said about it, and I'm gonna get into it. But I was like, as it came out last week, I was like, okay. But as just thinking about the stuff that's taking place, what's been said about it, I just decided to have my little weigh in on it. Ergo, today is a Thoughts for Vision special report. And it's okay, and it's muted. Okay, let's try that again. Gotta get the song right. Got to get the song right. Of course it's muted, right? All right, let's try it again. This is a Thoughts for Vision special report. And of course now I want to take forever. I'm getting this music up. It's slow, it's muted. Okay. Okay, the third time is a charm, right, y'all? Third time is third time is the charm, right? Let's try it one more again. This is a Thoughts for Vision special report. That's all I wanted. I want it. Can a sister get some music? Some special report music? So here we go. I believe y'all know already what I'm talking about. And of course, that is the interview that Quincy Jones did with Vulture. And it's funny, I never even heard of this magazine before last week. But and I leave y'all free to comment. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Stop. I leave y'all free to comment, okay? If you'd like to express any of your opinions about this interview. Of course, it's been talked about. Like I said, the date of the article is dated February the 7th. So here it is, what's that, 8 days? 8 days in since this interview, and that has, of course, lately been the buzz on everybody's lips about what Quincy Jones said and who he was talking about and all that good stuff. And I welcome you to either make your comments in the comments section, or if you want to come onto the broadcast and make your comments, you can hit that green and white button sending me a request to join the broadcast, and you can make your comments live. Okay? Okay. So I'm just going to take the time. I'm going to be as quick. Because see, that's one thing, you know, a lot of the news outlets don't do. They don't, you know, they take the pieces of the thing that they want to talk about and blow all that up. But in fairness, I'm going to take the time to read out this whole interview, and I'm going to post the link in the comments. Like, if you're able, you can go right along with me as I'm reading this. So there's the link. Or if you haven't read it in full, feel free to do so. I just posted the link in there. So, and I'm going to be really quick. And of course, any expellatives, if I'm saying that right, will be met with a They will not be said by me. Any cursilatives is going to be met with because you have the article right there to read what he really said. But I'm gonna read this whole and I'm gonna go as fast as I can, and just starting with the interview part. Okay, let's see. Now this, of course, I'll read you know, Vulture, what they're saying first, and then Quincy will be following. Y'all know. Okay, so this first question, starting with this first question. Okay. You worked with Michael Jackson more than anyone he wasn't related to. What's something people don't understand about him? This is a response. I hate to get into this publicly, but Michael stole a lot of stuff. He stole a lot of songs. Donna Summer's State of Independence and Billie Jean. The notes don't lie, man. The notes don't lie, man. He was a Machiavellian as they come. Vulture. How so? Quincy. Greedy, man. Greedy. Don't stop till you get enough. Greg Philagaines, if I'm pronouncing that right, wrote the C-section. Michael shouldn't have given him 10% of the song. Wouldn't do it. What about outside of music? What's misunderstood about Michael? I used to kill him about the plastic surgery, ma'am. Man, ugh, keeps sounding like I'm saying ma'am. That's man. He'd always justify it and say that it was because of some disease he had. Remember, when I say he said some kind of cussulative, and you feel free to read it yourself. How much was his problem, Vulture? How much was his problems wrapped up with fame? Quincy, you mean with the way he looked? He had a problem with his looks because his father told him he was ugly and abused him. What do you expect? Vulture, it's such a strange juxtaposition. How Michael's music was so joyous, but his life seems sadder and more odd as time goes by. Quincy, yes, but at the end of Michael's problems was propofol, and that problem affects everyone. Doesn't matter if you're famous. Big pharma making Oxycontin and all that is a serious thing. I was around the White House for 8 years with the Clintons, and I learned about how much influence Big Pharma has. It's no joke. What's your sign, man? Vulture, Pisces. Quincy, me too. It's a great sign. Vulture, you mentioned the Clintons, who are friends of yours. Why is there such a visceral dislike of them? What are other people not seeing in Hillary, for example, that you see? Quincy, it's because there's a side of her. When you keep secrets, they backfire. Vulture, like what seasons? Quincy, secrets, sorry. Like what secrets? Quincy, this is something else I shouldn't be talking about. Now, I'm going to make these little side comments. See, I'll interject my little side comments in there once. I'm going to stop. For you to be, you sure saying a lot of stuff, Quincy, that you shouldn't be talking about. It's just hilarious to me. It's a few times in this where he's talking about he shouldn't be talking about this. Okay, back to it. You Vulture, you sure seem to know a lot. Quincy, I know too much, man. Vulture, what's something you wish you didn't know? Quincy, who killed Kennedy? Vulture, who did it? Quincy, Chicago mobster Sam Giancana, I'm pronouncing that right. The connection was there between Sinatra and the mafia and Kennedy, Joe Kennedy. He was a bad man. He came to Frank to have him talk to Giancana about getting votes. Vulture, I've heard this theory before, that the mob helped win Illinois for Kennedy in 1960. Quincy, we shouldn't talk about this publicly. Once again, about we shouldn't be talking about it, but we're talking about it. We shouldn't talk about this publicly. Where are you from? Vulture, Toronto. Quincy, I was at Macy Hall's show. I'm going to skip some of this. I thought I was going to read the whole thing. That's why I included the article where you can read it for your own. I'm going to skip some of this. I thought I was going to read it, but as you can hear, it's taking me a little too long because I'm jumbling over my words. So I'm going to cut some of this. Try to read a little bit about, of course, what we all know, all heard, or what we read for ourselves. I'm going to skip down to this part. Vulture. What were your first impressions of the Beatles? Quincy, that they were the worst musicians in the world. They were no playing. Paul was the worst bass player I ever heard. And Ringo, don't even talk about it. I remember once we were in the studio with George Martin and Ringo, had taken 3 hours for a, a 4-bar thing he was trying to fix on a song. He couldn't get it. We said, mate, why don't you get some lager and lime, some shepherd's pie, and take an hour and a half and relax a little bit. So he did, and we called Ronnie Varel, a jazz drummer. Ronnie came in for 15 minutes and tore it up. Ringo comes back and says, George, can you play it back for me one more time? So George did, and Ringo says, that didn't sound so bad. And I said, yeah, because it ain't you. Great guy, though. And it just different things. It goes on and on and on, talking about certain people. He brought up certain people and brought up, I mean, people you would think that he was close with. You would think. But he just goes on and on and on and on. See, I can't read this whole I thought I was going to sit here and read this whole article, but but like I said, in fairness, that's why I posted it in the comments. So y'all can read this on your own, later on or whatever else. But it just goes on and on, talking about different stuff, bringing up certain people, as you'd already heard from other news outlets, all the people that he mentioned and talk about. And I mean, that's just a little bit what I shared with you about what he said about Michael, what he said about the Beatles, and and all this stuff. And it's kind of, and it just was bizarre, frankly. I just found it to really be, it just kind of makes you wonder, okay, Quincy, you're kind of on one there, Quincy. It's and all this stuff where and it makes you wonder where it came from. And I'm gonna read. In fact, I'm gonna cut to the like I said, the link is in the comments. I'm gonna leave y'all to read the whole article in full. I'm just gonna skip to the end because this is too much. It's gonna be too long to read. I thought I could. We're already 35 minutes in. It's gonna be too long to read the whole thing. Read it for yourself. It's posted in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and cut through near to the okay. Let's see. I'm gonna cut through to let's see. Start reading. I'll just get near the end. I'm gonna start reading towards near the end. I'll just read the end and get to the end of this article. Okay? I'm gonna get to the end and just read it towards the end. I'll start off with this question. You're about to turn, and this is Vulture, you're about to turn 85. Are you afraid of the end? Quincy, no. Vulture, what do you think happens when you pass? Quincy, you're just gone. Vulture, are you religious? Quincy, no, man. I know too much about it. I knew Romano Mussolini, the jazz piano player, the son of Benito Mussolini. We used to jam all night, and he'd tell me about where the Catholics were coming from. The Catholics have a religion based on fear, smoke, and murder. And the biggest gimmick in the world is confession. You tell me what you did wrong, and it'll be okay. Come on. And almost everywhere you go in the world, the biggest structures are the Catholic churches. It's money, man. It's On the subject, and this is Vulture, on the subject of money, I have a crass question. Let's see. You spent the first half of your career working in jazz, which isn't especially lucrative. When did you start to make serious money? Quincy, when I started producing after Leslie Gore, I was the first black vice president at a record label, Mercury, which was great, except that meant they didn't pay me for producing her. You know how they do. You know your country. But after that, in the 70s, when I started producing for artists, and then with Michael, of course, that made me a lot of money. And big money came from TV producing. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that was huge for me. Mad TV was on for 14 years. That syndication money is great, man. How much did your upbringing, the difficulties with your mother and growing up in real poverty, affect how you perceive success? Quincy, of course it affected it. I appreciate the I have, because I know what it's like to have nothing. Vulture, what about having a fractured family? How did that change you? Quincy, the same as with money, man. I appreciate what I got. Vulture, Vulture, how often do you think about your mother? Quincy, all the time. She died in a mental home. Brilliant lady, but she never got the help she needed. Her dementia precox could have been cured with vitamin B, but she couldn't get it because she was black. Vulture, when you think about her now, what comes to mind? Quincy, that I wish I could have been closer to her. What happened to her? For kids, that's a... Then the last question. What's the most ambitious thing you have left to do? Quincy, Quest TV. Everybody is excited about it. It's going to be a musical Netflix. It's the best music from every genre around the world. So if kids want to hear something great, it'll be right there for them. I can't believe I still get to be involved in things like this. I stopped drinking 2 years ago, and I feel like I'm 19 years old. I've never been so creative. I can't tell you, man. What a life. So that's some of the article. I leave you, quick, and I see Miss Terry Kendall has come on to the show. Thank you for watching. Let me see what you're saying. Miss Terry, you said, Quincy's going out with a bang. Well, I like him. Keep it real, Quincy. Okay, yeah. he kept it real, all right. A little too real, but that's just my that's just my opinion, but but y'all can read the rest of the article for yourselves. But I was just, because I really wanted to sit and I took the time and read the whole article. Certain things I agree with what some of everybody is saying. It's funny, you got all this stuff to say about people who you would thought was so-called friends, but I question that because it's funny, half the people he's talking about and saying stuff about, they dead and not here to defend themselves. And Terry, you said he's just confirming what everyone knew, possibly, and I'm not questioning. I don't know what's really real, what's really, It's possible. That's probably what, and you know for a fact that some of it he said was true, but it's just funny. You want to say all this where half of the people are dead and can't speak for themselves, but okay. What you say, Terry? See, okay. See that they see so they don't care. Well, but it's hilarious, and it's certain things you can be in agreement with, like the part where they mentioned Oprah and her talking about running for president. I mean, I agree with him on that front, because to me, love Oprah, but stay in your lane. And her lane is entertainment and media. See, just because somebody's a mogul at entertainment and media don't mean they need to be running the country. Look at the example that we got in there so far. Look at the example who we got in there. Clearly don't know a thing. Although, as we all know, that's a conspiracy of how he even got in there. So he for another day, okay? He's prime example that everybody don't need to have they button on the. Don't even get me started with him. He's prime example that everybody don't need to be in the White House. Now, I love Oprah, but stay in your lane now. Your lane is entertainment and media. That don't mean, that just because she's a mogul there don't mean she need to be running the country. That's a whole different scenario. For me, if you don't have any kind of political background, you shouldn't even be considered. Period. I believe that's in the area of politics. Stay in your lane. That's all I'm saying. Stay in your lane. Is that all right, people? Stay in your lane. So, but yeah, I just had that, and I'm not even, this show doesn't even need to be any longer. I was just kind of floored with a lot of the stuff he said, because I was like, okay, everybody is this and that, and I don't know. To me, if you're somebody who's happy with their life, comfortable in their life, I don't see how you got any kind of room like this to comment about other people. That's just me. That's just me. But if you have any comments, I'm left with that, and with all due respect to Quincy Jones and the talent that he is, I don't know. I don't know if because you think about what's been happening lately with all of these high profile people being brought down for various reasons, and we know various, either stuff they did or of course with the Me Too movement taking place, as we know, for various reasons, a lot of high profile people has been taken down because of whatever. And I don't know if he's kind of going through a thing where he worried about that, so he gonna spill his guts. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I just found it interesting, to say the least. And when I first heard about it last week, I was just like, well, that's just, he's saying what he's saying. But I just had to take the time to just weigh on this myself. Like I said, you're free to read the full article for yourself. Like I said, it's in the comments if you want to read it for yourself. Or if you have a comment you'd like to make just before we go off air, if you like, feel free to make your comments in the comment section. Or if you'd like to comment live, feel free to hit the button to come on to the broadcast. And you can make your comment. You can send me a request to join the broadcast. You can come on and make your comment live. Feel free to do so. But I admit, as I was going to do the show today, I was about to take it in a whole different format. But now, after really just reading this, I don't know. I just found it weird. It just seemed like, it was his interview, and you think he would have stuck more to talking about him. I'm just saying, but okay. It just seemed weird. Why bring up all this stuff now about people? And they ain't here to defend themselves. I just found that weird. That's all. With all due respect, Quincy, I just found it weird. I just found it weird. But okay. But like I said, you're free to read the fullness of the article, not just what the news outlets are willing to tell you about. That's why it was key, very important. Like I said, I thought I was going to read the whole article, but it ain't enough time. So just go ahead, just follow that link in the comments, and you can read the article in full on your own time, and just make your own conclusions of it. Or like I said, I'll wait a few minutes. I'll wait a few more minutes. If anybody would like to come on live right now, you can come on live with me right now and share your comments. Hit that button to request to join the broadcast, or feel free to make your comments in the comment section. But I don't know, just found it weird. And you look back with him and the life he's led, and I just found it weird. And I'm just gonna just leave it at that, because I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he said, about people and their talents. I thought, like the Beatles, for example, I feel like they created iconic, timeless music. And he may feel that they were some no-playing whatevers, but I don't feel like that. I feel like they created timeless, epic music. But that was so his opinion. That was so his opinion. And he's entitled to make it. But, oh well, there you go, peepers. There you go. So, like I said, article is in the comments. Feel free to read it in your own space and make your own conclusions, okay? With that, if nobody else has anything further to say or whatever, I'm going to wrap up this Thoughts for Vision special report. And I still can't get my music. Just still can't get it, can I? This music thing is still muted. We gonna try this. Why can't this music be right? This music does not want to be right today. Once again, this concludes this Thoughts for Vision special report. Can't get it right today. Can't get it right. There we go. Just can't get that music right. But that's all I have to say. Read the article for yourself and make your own conclusions. Okay? Once again, thank you for tuning into the show today. And once again, if you want more info, once again, for those who missed the starting of the show, so enjoyed hanging out with my good friend, illustrious host and executive producer of the Calloway Media Network and the Cassandra Calloway Show, Miss Cassandra Calloway. So enjoyed hanging out with her Sunday at the Diamond Worlds Awards, where she was honored, okay, for what she does in the area of radio personality and red carpet host. Once again, for more info about Cassandra Calloway, her website is in the comments. Once again, www.callywoodmedia.com. Once again, www.callywoodmedia.com. If you need any info about Cassandra Calloway and what she is doing, or if you need to book her for a red carpet event, or you want her to host or MC, you want to buy her art, you want to check out the Cassandra Calloway Show, that is her website, www.callywoodmedia.com. It's in the comments. And also, if you need more info about the Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance, their website is on there. And once again, I'm going to repeat, www.executiveprep.org. Once again, www.executiveprep.org. Once again, we'll be there at the Academy next Friday, February the 23rd. I will be participating in their Black History Assembly. Once again, shout out to Cadell, my good friend Cadell Lawson, for presenting that opportunity to me, and I look forward to it. Hopefully I can get some footage of that for you. You know, it's not something, it's a school assembly, so it's not something that I can invite you to, but hopefully I can get some kind of footage to you where I can show to you at a later date. So once again, shout out to my friend Cordell for that opportunity. And once again, for more information about the Executive Preparatory Academy of Finance, go to their website to find out a little bit more about them. Like I said, you may want your high school student to go there, or if you have a student ready to enter high school, that could be something that you can look into for your child. Once again, website www.executiveprep.org. Once again, www.executiveprep.org. And with that, that is going to wrap up the show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Thoughts for Vision radio show today. And remember, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. Once again, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. I want to take this time, of course, to thank everybody that has chimed in live. My good friend Bianca Fly, aka Beautiful Butterfly. I don't know if this is still I'm not sure. I see one person still watching. I don't know if this is you, but definitely check out her show. I want to go ahead and give some shout outs to those who are watching. Definitely Bianca Fly, aka Beautiful Butterfly. She has her show on Blog Talk Radio called The Beautiful Butterfly Show. Comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Definitely, if this is you still watching, BB, definitely put the info for your show in the comments. And maybe I can look it up real quick. If this is not you still in here, let me see, can I look it up real quick? Because, of course, your show should be coming on Your show should be coming on today. Oh, and here it is. Here it is. I found it. I found it. She has a show that's going to be coming on today. Okay, anytime we want to go. All right. Yes, she has a show coming up later today. And I welcome you to tune in. And I'm going to give you the link to the Blog Talk Radio site where her show is. And she does her show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I see it in the comments. There we go. That is you. There we go. There we go. So she posted her show in the comments. The Beautiful Butterfly Radio Show. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time and 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. And I'm going to give you the, because I found the Blog Talk Radio link. I'm going to post that so you know where to go. The Blog Talk Radio link for that is www.blogtalkradio.com/vibration radio. So if you want to check out the Beautiful Butterfly Show, once again, in her comments, she is on the Beautiful Butterfly Radio Show, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3:30 p.m. That's 3:30 p.m. should be Pacific Standard Time, because that will be on at our time. Oh, and you corrected it. You right ahead of me with correcting it. There you go. Yeah, that's 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time, okay? To just run all the times for you, all of U.S. times. That will be 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time, 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, and 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are all the U.S. time zones. So check out her show. Her show is coming on later today, where she's going to have a special guest. So definitely check that out today. Once again, U.S. times, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time, 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, and 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out the Beautiful Butterfly Show today, okay? Or on Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay? And once again, the website, www.blogtalkradio.com/vibration radio. Once again, www.blogtalkradio.com/vibration radio. So check out her show. It's a wonderful show. So please go and support her. And definitely Terry Kendall, who dropped in, and I thank her for dropping in. I'm going to post her website. She has a website in honor of her daughter Imani that brings the attention to Down syndrome awareness. I definitely want to give you her info for her page. It is called Imani Village of Faith. I'm going to go ahead and okay. So I'm going to post, and this is a Facebook a page. This is a Facebook page that she started in honor of her daughter, okay, who has Down syndrome, but she is a wonderful mother who loves her daughter dearly, and she gets her active in all sorts of things, such as the Special Olympics and the whole 9 yards, and she is just a great mother to her daughter. Hold on. I gotta go back. It didn't copy. Hold on. Oh, there it is. It did that. I want to give you the link to, and why isn't it showing? Oh, there it is. There it is. I want to give you the link to her Facebook page that you can check out on behalf of her daughter, Imani. So there it is in the comments right there if you want to check out that Facebook page that Miss Terry has. Once again, it is called Imani Village of Faith. Okay? And like I said, it details everything about Down syndrome awareness and the whole 9 yards. Just her experiences and all that great stuff. So definitely, Terry, I thank you for chiming in, popping in and chiming in today. And if you want more info about Imani Village of Faith, go to that Facebook page and check it out, okay? And with that, that's going to wrap up the show for today. Thank you so very much for tuning in to the Thoughts for Vision radio show today. And remember, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. Once again, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. Take care. You all have a wonderful day. And I will see you on the radio soon. Take care and God bless.